Okay. Hello, if you're just joining us, doing the sound check with my guitar. Let me know if you're here. Just say hello via text. It'd be nice to hear from you. And we'll get started soon. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Me, us. My week's going good so far. Thank you. Hope you guys are doing well. I recommend a block today. And if you have a strap, grab your strap. Blanket's good too. Give you a second to get a block, strap, and a blanket. You can do it without, but you have to modify. Won't be able to help you much there. Okay. All right. Let's begin with the Ba Chang Gong. So standing feet hip width. Let's begin. Looking to the right, come on the balls of the feet. Look forward, come down. Looking to the left, come up. Forward. Looking right. Forward. And left. Forward. Keeping the heels down, look up. Forward, down. Forward, up. Forward, down. Back to the center, now leaning the head to the right. And then to the left. And then to the right, this time chin up a bit. And down a bit. And head over to the left side, chin up a bit. Down a bit. And back to center, then half circles with the head. And back to center. Thumbs in a light fist, elbows bent. Let's roll the shoulders back. Then shoulders forward. Then fingertips to the collarbones, elbows forward. And back. And then shake the arms for a second. Shift your left foot, lift the right. Shift your right foot, lift the left. Back to center, big arm circles forward. And back. And thumbs in the light fist, elbows out, circle in at the elbows. Other way. Interlace the fingers, wrist rolls. Other way. Some waves. Reverse. Rub the palms. Hands to the kidneys. Take the hips around. Other way. Back to center, shifting to your left foot. Right leg comes across, opens out. 3 times. inwards. Other leg opening out. And in. Heels together, toes together, rub the palms. Bend the knees, rub the knees. Keep these together, take them around. Other way. Standing up, ankle rotations. Other way. Other foot. Other way. And then heels together, feet angled out. Lift the toes, relax the arms, gently twist side to side. Back to center, heels out. Feet parallel, bend the knees, drop the tailbone. Really ground yourself and then rock gently forward back. Back to center. One leg with both arms and the other. And then the elephant wags its trunk finally. Back to center and just shaking it all out with a little jump. I was going to say, careful not to hit your head on the ceiling, but probably not a problem for you guys. All right. Okay, we're going to start with a wide-legged child's pose next. Welcome if you're just joining us. We're going to do largely a forward bending class today, so a blanket, block, and strap is going to be handy. Let's start wide-legged child's pose. Now, last week I tried a little bit of Ujjayi breath so that you could hear my breathing in the poses, and you could, if you want to try to match it and also do Ujjayi breathing, feel free to join in with that if you like, or just breathe normal. Okay. So again, wide-legged child's pose. Okay. Inhale, walk the hands in, bring the knees in. Let's take a few cat-cow tilts. Now let's end in cat with the spine lifted. See if you can elevate your knees a little bit. Hold. And slowly releasing from there. Take the hands a little wider. Taking some hip circles next. Okay, other way. And finishing in the forward position in kneeling push-up. If you want, you could do a couple chaturanga push-ups, or you could hold chaturanga, or you could just hold where you are. And then all the way down onto your stomach. Please reach your left arm out. The arm can be straight or it can be bent. And peel up the right side of the body. And coming back to flat. Left hand in, right hand out. Arm straight or bent, and then peeling up the left side. And coming back to flat. Hands beside the chest, elbows in, neck long, curl up, light cobra. And slowly lowering, press the palms, come up to all fours, tuck the toes under, keep the knees bent, but come back into the bent knee down dog. And maybe walking the dog, starting to straighten the legs a bit. And going forward to plank, holding plank or kneeling plank. Back to downward dog. This down dog, let's lift the heels. And heels down. Heels up. Heels down. Now with the heels, look forward, bend the knees, and then step walker jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Forward flat back. And then bend the knees, ragdoll forward. Maybe hugging around the legs, start to straighten them a bit. And fingertips down, send your left leg way back. Low lunge. You might pulse it with the breath, straightening the right leg. So exhale, inhale forward. And coming forward, coming up. Maybe arms in airplane wing, or maybe reaching up if you prefer. Float the hands down, lower the back knee down, just sinking the hips forward. And then shifting the hips back, and the front foot flat. Might hinge in the hips to go deeper in the hamstring. Really focus on reaching forward through the right big toe. And then coming forward, take the foot a bit wide. Come into lizard pose. See if you can start to bend the elbows down. You might use a block. You might get all the way to the floor. And pressing up. Tuck back toes under so you can hop the back leg forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and the right leg back. Left side lunge. Now you might pulse that front leg with the exhale going back. Inhale, coming forward. Forward, see if you can come up onto your thigh, maybe airplane arms or reaching up as you prefer. And hands down, lower the back knee down, just sinking the hips forward. Front foot flat, shift hips back, tilting forward, really reach forward through the big toe. And then coming forward, take the foot a bit wide, and on the inside, lizard pose. And coming up, tuck the back toes under, hop the back leg forward, inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. The front legs, inhale, sweep wide and up. Exhale. Namaste. Okay. You're back. Let's have some dripping water to take care of. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It was kind of driving me nuts a little bit there. Okay. Let's take our next position. As you're ready, is a wide stance facing forward. Now from here, turn your left toes in slightly, right toes out 90. Arms up, tone the back leg, and exhale, arms wide, bend to the right leg. Bring the right forearm down or hand down, extended side angle pose. And clean the back leg, come up. And other side, right toes in. Left toes out, heels in line, arms up. Toe on the back leg, inhale. Exhale, arms wide. Lean left. Then forearm down, or hand down, extended side angle pose. And anchor your back leg, draw yourself up, left toes in, interlace behind, roll the shoulders back. Lifting the heart, and then leading with the heart, folding forward. You could just take it to flat back, or continue to round forward, draw your arms over top. And inhale, draw yourself back up to standing. Interlace in the front. Find a reverse interlacing. Bring your heels in, turn the palms forward, knees wide, arms up. Now imagine there's a post in front of you. Inhale, grab the top of it. Exhale, press it into the solid ground. Last one. Pressing up, bring the hands above the knees. Press the weight of the upper body into the legs. Maybe shifting a little side to side. Maybe taking a shoulder forward. Back to center, hands down, sitting lower, maybe shifting a little side to side in Skandasana. Back to center, walk the hands forward, 2 feet, turn the heels out, wide-legged down dog. Walk your hands in halfway, come into flat back extension. Now from here, we're gonna do some flat back push-ups where we bend the elbows back. They're pretty easy, so it's mostly about keeping alignment. So from here, fold forward, press up, fold forward, and so on. And then see if you can fold deeply forward and hold. And coming up, you might bring your feet in a bit. The tailbone and rise up. All right, bring your feet in the rest of the way. Okay, shake it out. If you need a sip of water, get a sip of water. We're going to get into mountain pose for sun salutation. When you're ready, find mountain pose. Inhale, wide arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step, walk, jump back. You can go right to downward dog or through a vinyasa. And in the downward dog, swing the hips, possibly walking the dog too. And engage both legs. Next exhalation, bend the knees, look forward. Step, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Turn the legs, inhale, sweep wide and up. Exhale, steady. Okay, next tree pose. Shifting to the left foot. Right leg comes up. Not to use the ceiling to cheat. That's an option. Okay, and try the other side. Shifting to the right foot, left foot up. And some Ujjayi breath on this side. And slowly release and step down. Now this is where blocks are going to come in handy. You can use two. I grab my second one, actually. My magic prop closet. Lots of cool props in there. All right, now let's take the block in the front left corner of the mat. We're coming into warrior one. The right leg forward. So this is the pose we're coming into first. So with the right foot forward, have the blocks in line with your right heel if you're using blocks. Modify if you don't have blocks or don't want to use blocks. Now hips square to the front, arms up, toe in the back leg, and bend the right leg, warrior one. Now straightening the front leg, bring your right hand onto your right hip, and then fold forward, bring your left hand down onto the blocks. Long spine, start to draw your right shoulder up and revolve triangle, maybe even reaching up if that feels natural. And lower your right hand onto your right hip, lower right shoulder. Bend your front leg, reach forward 2 feet with your block ideally, so you can step up on your right foot. And you can stay here or bring your right shoulder up into the twist. Then reverse cartwheel out, stepping back. Okay. Take that to the other side. The block will be on the front right on the other side. However you're doing your mat setup, doesn't matter. Okay, left foot forward, right leg back, hips square, arms up, toe in the back leg, bend the front leg. Warrior one. Straighten your front leg, left hand to left hip, right hand onto the support. Keeping the left hip back, left shoulder up, maybe even reaching up in revolve triangle. Bringing the hand down and onto the hip. Grab the block, come up a bit, bend your front leg. You're going to reach forward 2 feet with the block. Step up onto the left foot. And balancing there, we're going to bring your shoulder up. and into a bit of a twist, perhaps. You can keep your hand on your hip or reach up. And stepping back and coming up. All right, shake it out a bit. Clear the mat. Need a little sip of water. Now is a good time. We're going to make our way down to the floor now. First, chair pose. Oh, sorry. I should mention, do feet hip width position for chair pose. Then the knees sitting back. And then straighten the legs, fold over for Uttanasana. You grab your ankles or big toes or palms underneath the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, walk, jump back. You could go right to downward dog or through the vinyasa. Bring the feet a little closer and take the right leg up and over, scorpion tail or wild dog, they sometimes call it. We're going to swing the leg forward for pigeon pose. Pigeon pose. You can do upright or bowing pigeon. Come back through, down dog. And then other leg, wild dog position. And swing that leg all the way forward. Hips square to the front, pigeon pose. Right or bowing. And then coming back. Downward dog into Malasana, squat position. If you do crow pose, you could do a little crow pose here for a second or two. But when you're done, let's find Avasana set up. Boat pose. Bouncing on your tripod, get your hold behind the hamstring, extend the arms, chest lifted, feet up. Maybe reaching forward. Maybe legs forward. And Baddha Konasana. Toddler seat. Get your hold of your big toes, pressing the feet forward. Upavishta. Coming down into Upavishta Konasana. Sit nice and tall. Let's see, reach up. Try to press your thigh bones down. And then bring your feet together. Flexing toes towards you. You can either just sit up tall with your palms in your lap or press into the floor if you can and lift up. Sitting down, bring your right leg into Janu Shirshasana, A or B, as you prefer. Sit up nice and tall. Hinge forward so you can catch hold of your ankle or your foot, or use a yoga strap. And sitting up, other leg forward, turn to the side here. Squaring up to that right foot, sit up tall. Hinge forward so you can get hold of your ankle, foot, or use a strap. Inhale. Bring the feet forward. Feet hip width. Now you could choose to do the seated upright version, or you could lie back. We're going to be lying back shortly anyway. Thread the needle. And other side. And releasing down. Feet hip width. Bend the elbows, press the back of the elbows in the floor, or lift up into a little bridge. Now you continue to hold here. If you have a block, you could do supported bridge. Your call. I'm going to do the hold today. And slowly lowering down. Hug your knees in towards you. Now, keep hold of your right leg, extend the left leg. And flex the toes towards you. If you don't have a yoga strap, grab hold of your hamstring, take the right leg up, like so. If you do have a yoga strap, take it over your right foot. Just going to spin around here. And take the leg out to the right side. and then over to the left into a gentle twist. Back to center. Other leg up. Again, and spin around. And leg out to the left side. And then over to the right into a gentle twist. To the center. And now hugging in both knees. Catch hold of your ankles, feet, or big toe for happy baby. And when you're ready, pressing up into Viparita. If you have a block, I always prefer with a block under the hips. Okay, lowering the feet back down. Remove the block if you had one. Setting up for Shavasana, final relaxation pose. You could do so in the low back supportive position with the feet wide, heels out, toes in, knees against each other, or you could do classical legs extended position. But try to find a position where you can be effortless for a few minutes, complete stillness. You could do legs up the wall too if you have a wall nearby. Chin tucked a little bit. Take a deep breath. Nice long exhalation. Just surrendering to this moment. Really appreciating this moment. Beautiful moment. please feel free to stay longer. In fact, I recommend it if you have the time, and you probably do. But if you're ready to get up, then this is the end for us. So thank you for joining us. I hope that you'll come again next week. I'll leave this class available for you to do on this channel if you like. So you can come back and try it again. Next week, of course, we'll have another nice fun theme. So I hope you can make it out. Thanks again, guys. Comments, please, if you have any comments or suggestions, or if there's any technical difficulties, I'd love to know about it. Thank you very much. Namaste.